5 major areas of mutuality that must be present if a relationship or a community is to succeed and grow. And I want to go into these. The first one is mutual love. You see, when both people feel loved and when both people feel appreciated for being loving, then commitment thrives. Commitment thrives. That's mutual love. The second is mutual benefit. The sum total of the relationship must feel similarly beneficial to both parties. If not, unequal power is the result, and then resentment ends up developing. So is there a sense of this relationship is win-win? This relationship is mutually beneficial, as opposed to you're benefiting from me, but I'm not benefiting from you. That's where some people have had to have a difficult conversation with some of their friends, where they actually say to their friends, you know what? It could be a specific friend. You're right. I have been ignoring you. And the reason I've been ignoring you is I believe friendship needs to be mutual. But the last 3 times you've called me or spoken to me, it's been one way. You want something from me. You know those people whose mindset is, gimme, 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 my name is Jimmy. I want something from you, but I never give. Then there's mutual trust. This is where the trust levels are fairly equal. So it's not a case of I trust you, but I feel like you don't really trust me. I'm sharing all these things with you. I'm giving you all this information about what I'm going through, but you never disclose. You never make yourself vulnerable. And when it comes to relational trust, this is crucial. Unless you go to someone where professionally they're a counselor or someone, and you're meeting them, you don't expect them to pour out all their stuff. But in friendship, you do. In friendship, you do. There's also mutual support. You know you will support each other emotionally. You'll support each other financially, spiritually, mentally, verbally, to the best of your ability through both good times and bad times. If you have that feeling of, hey, when you were sick, I was there for you. I wasn't even doing all sorts of activities because I did your chores for you. I went the extra mile. But now I'm sick and I'm incapable of doing all sorts of things, and you barely ask me a follow-through question about it. Then the person starts feeling hurt. There was no mutual support. There's also mutual sacrifice and mutual effort. This often is a sign of commitment, isn't it? Are they willing to give up certain things for me like I'm willing to give up certain things for them? This is so crucial. And you might say to me, nah, Paul, you know what? With love, you just give and give and give. I'm telling you right now, there's so many people who are giving and giving and giving, but the grace has lifted. The grace is lifted. And now there's no self-care. And now there's resentment, and the relationship crumbles. The community crumbles. If you look at Proverbs 27, verse 17, it says, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. You see, there are many types of mutuality. Are the people around you iron for you? Can your friends sharpen you, or is it just one way? Do you surround yourself with people who can't sharpen you as a self-protective mechanism? Right? I'm the one who sharpens them, but they can never sharpen me. Hashtag mutual sharpening. It's crucial. You see, mutuality is the glue that enhances friendships and builds emotional intimacy. It makes relationships sustainable. Think of the close friends that you have. There have been many moments, many hours of exchanging information that is exclusive to the two of you. Just think about it. I'm trying to avoid using the word secrets, okay? But this mutual sharing glues you together, doesn't it? And this is why couples often will complain to me when their spouse prioritizes outsiders when it comes to mutual sharing. Why? We all know that mutual sharing results in emotional intimacy. Even if it's happening subconsciously, mutual sharing results in emotional intimacy. The fact that there's certain things that only my wife knows. The fact that there's certain things where she'll share with me and she'll say, please don't tell anyone else, or I haven't told anyone else this, Paul, right? There's a bond that is formed as a result of mutual sharing. You know, Jesus demonstrates his heart for mutual love between the Father, himself, and us. If you look at John 15, verse 9, it says, "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Now remain in my love." Now we know this scripture fairly well, but when you actually unpack it, Jesus is basically saying, let's share this mutual love between the three parties, Father, me, and you guys. As the Father has loved me, that's the love of the Father, I've loved you with that same love. Now remain in my love. In other words, receive this love and also love me and the Father with this same love, this agape. Very often we feel like people love us with a different type of love. We love them with this wonderful love, a love that's unconditional, a love that's warm, a love that's tender. But we feel like when they love us back, yes, they do love us, but it hasn't got the tenderness. They're not cherishing us the way we cherish them. We all know that there are degrees of love. For communities to become sustainable, there has to be mutuality. For a relationship to grow, there has to be mutuality.